Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the CSSv2 Daily Scan for Thursday, February 6, 2013. All right, yesterday's ADP employment report came in just a tad over expectations, and the ISM came in a tad over expectations. So that's two of them that were, expectations, if you figure that that's good, then that's two of them that came in better than expected. Today we have international trade and jobless claims at 8:30, along with productivity and costs. So jobless claims could be interesting. And then tomorrow we have the employment situation for January, and we'll see what kind of voodoo magic they work with that number to come out with that one looking good. All right, let's go take a look across the ponds. In Asia, we're mixed, and in Europe, we are green across the board. So Twitter investors are jittery over slowing user growth. That's an interesting article. And Green Mountain shareholders, this one here over the Coke deal, is kind of interesting to take a look at if you have some time. And then, the hotels aren't quite ready over in Russia. Gee, you expect Putin to come in and rescue everything, riding bare-chested on his horse, maybe. Or I heard something about his girlfriend was going to light the flame or something like that. It's just, what do you expect? What do you expect? All right, let's go take a look at what's going on in the futures here, I should say. We're looking green across the board here. And gold is rebounding slightly. Still kind of using that 250 or 1250 as support. So actually that's right exactly where the 50 EMA is. And the SMA has turned green. So we're playing around with that 1250 level here. And hopefully that's going to build a solid platform for launch upwards. Although gold climbing in price is not really good, but that's the hedge about it. Over in oil, we're still hanging around this 97, 98 mark where we've been for quite a while. We dipped below it here in January, but now we're back up there again. So that's been another flat platform that may end up acting as a launching pad. And the coffee really tastes good. All right, let's take a look at the account. Excuse me. LinkedIn, this is the earnings bet. We'll see how that works out tonight after the market closes. And then MasterCard is not doing so hot. It must have really had a good day yesterday. I must not have looked at it. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. Well, I didn't notice it yesterday because it's doing, Thinkorswim is apparently calculating this, or something is hosed up, because this should not look like this. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. So that's making it look bad when really it's doing quite well, along with the calendars on FedEx and IWM, the Russell ETF. Gold is still kind of questionable. And then I have a new account that I've added here that I just started trading in. And I put a couple of calendars out there on that. So this Amazon here is a calendar at 320, and that is a February calendar, and then Boeing is also a February calendar at 110. So let's take a look at those charts right quick. Boeing is looking like this, so I drew this trend line. I said, well, if it continues down here, when we get to this around here, say next week, and then maybe playing around down at that price level, that may be a good trade. Don't throw a lot of money into that, but it can definitely pay off big. And then IWM, let's see here. Is that what's in that count? No, it's Amazon. Amazon, same thing, drew a trend line, hoping that this will work itself out to be down around here at that time as well. So that's a couple calendars that I put into that account. They don't cost a lot of money, the ones that I do. I put like $100 into them, and they may pay off triple or quadruple that amount. So to me, calendars for protecting the downside are a pretty good risk. And I'll get into more detail on that in the near future. Okay, I think we're ready to just jump right over and take a look at the A+ list and run our scan for CSSv2 candidates. We'll start out with Apple. Apple, we have a target set here, and it is actually in setup mode again. It looks pretty strong, so it may not even give us an entry. We'll see if the MACD is going to give us a red entry. That will be the key. If momentum is still moving up to the upside, even though we might get a red hook here, according to our rules, we would not enter, and that may be a good thing. And we may get a trend reversal here, and we may go back to the green. So we will be patient about that, but we still will put this on our setup list. All right. Next is Amazon. The one that we have a calendar on. We're still waiting for that one to mature. We have a ways to go here to get to our target. Boeing. Nothing happening there. Baidu. Still waiting. Celgene. I'm going to move this up here. So we have a ways to go on that one. That one needs to simmer a tad bit longer. Chipotle. Still waiting. A little bit more time for that, maybe another day. Who knows what might happen today. We don't, after hours, there's really nothing there. So we can move this over if just to make it a little bit easier to catch. Costco, no entry yet. Chevron, nothing going. Igor, nothing going. FedEx, we have a calendar at 120, still waiting for an entry. Gold, nothing going. Google, we have a little hook on Google. So this goes into the alert category because we have our hook. So now we're looking for a higher open. So we closed at 1143.20. So let's throw an alert in there, and we'll do that off of the last. what I say, 11:33:20. So let's make it 11:40 at or above. Oops. 11:43. Oh, all right. I can read. I have a good memory too. I just want you to know that. We're all a little crazy, aren't we? There, 11:47:11. Ooh, I like that number. Yeah, that's pretty good. So there we have an alert. So when I looked at this yesterday morning, now let me just zoom in a tad more here. When I looked at this yesterday morning, it was in the process of doing this. So I said, well, okay, we'll just let that thing simmer for the rest of the day. And it did, and it gave us a couple of green hooks here. So we would be looking at doing a bull put on that. All right, IWM. Not sure exactly what to do with that, so we're going to take a pass on that. LinkedIn's earnings is tonight. MasterCard, we're already in and we're doing well. We have a green hook down here, though. So we might be looking at exiting MasterCard today. Although if we look at what happened after market here, well, you know, we should probably just get out of it today anyway. 3M. Let's see here. Not exactly sure what's going on there. I'm not exactly sure that I would want to do a bear call on this anyway, just because this moving average is so incredibly flat here. So I'm going to take this out, and I would actually think that 3M is going to go back green on the moving average here, and that this was just a temporary earnings blip, and it's going to continue on. All right, Netflix didn't come down and give us an entry here. Yeah, I'm just following the rules. Can't do it. I was going to try to make an exception for it, and I can't do it. I can't do it here on Priceline either. We didn't get, it's wiggling around here trying to figure out what it wants to do. So we're going to take a pass on it. Let's look at RUT. And we're waiting for it to come up here. This is not looking real good this morning. Huh. All right, SPX. We're looking for a pop up here. So we're looking for a bear call on that one as well. Tesla. Did it do anything for us? Yeah, it didn't quite get down here. It gave us a hook here on the stochastic, but the MACD says So we have to wait one more day. So I'm going to call this a setup as well. And then last but not least is Visa, and we didn't get we had a failed solid red down from the 80. So we didn't get our true entry signal on that for a CSSv2 trade. Okay, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and very happy trading.